So I'm checking the channel right now, and you guys absolutely loved the last Earth 2 video. A couple days ago, I released a video about a brand new concept called Earth2.io. And pretty much Earth 2 is a virtual world where you guys can buy, sell, and trade land. And in the last video, you guys were kind of confused about what was going on. I didn't really explain it much. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Earth 2, what the future plans are for it. We're going to go through all the profits that I've made on my account so far. And to top everything off, I'm going to show you guys the best way that you should be purchasing land. There's a few different strategies. I'm going to show you guys everything. And if you do things right, you literally could create a profile on Earth 2, and that profile could have thousands of dollars, and you don't have to invest any money. But if you're new around here and you want to purchase some land on Earth 2, definitely use the promo code right here. You guys will get 5% off your purchase. If you guys want to share your promo code with everyone else, go comment it down below.
12 seconds later.
So I hopped on the computer now, and before we go into anything, I really want to go through just how Earth 2 kind of works. So here we have the approach, and to sum everything up in this long paragraph here, pretty much they talked about the future of Earth 2. So their main goal is to have Earth 2 as VR, virtual reality. The reason why they created Earth 2 at the end of the day is so that in the future, once they release VR and everyone can access it, there's a main platform for everybody to play the virtual game on. So Earth 2, what they're trying to do with it is make a huge open world survival type game where you can trade, interact, and just see other players that are in the real world. Now the thing is, the terrain is going to replicate one for one the exact terrain in real life. So for example, let's say you go to school in real life, right? And your school's on a hill. Once the full game for Earth 2 is released, let's say that you go to the spot where your school is in Earth 2, there's going to be a hill there. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. All the terrain is correlating to real life, which I think is awesome because this is literally like real life in a video game. There's a few different phases in Earth 2. Now phase 1, which we're currently in, that's the claiming land phase. So at the moment you can claim, buy, trade, and bid on land. So what that means is, like on this map pretty much, if you go down, you can see there's a bunch of different tiles and people have already claimed this land, and what that means is you can't claim it unless you buy it from them. The value of the land in the country will continue to go up as more people purchase in that specific country. Let's say that this is the United States right here, and let's say 100,000 people purchase another tile in the land. That means the overall value in the United States for the land is going to start rising, meaning your net worth will also start rising with it. So once a piece of land is claimed, you can't just sell it back. So what that means is you can only trade it with other people. Essentially what that's saying is that if you start purchasing land right now, your overall value and your net worth, it can't really go down, because if there's no way to sell the land back and all you can do is trade it, theoretically only more people are going to be purchasing land, and in the process the value of that land is only going to continue going up. There's a limited amount of land that you can purchase, so that's why once it's all gone, it's gone. So get in now if you guys really want to. Like I said, use that promo code and you can start purchasing some land. But now that you guys have an understanding of Earth 2, let's go ahead and dive into it and really start seeing some results. So real quick, before we go into where you guys should be buying land and how you can buy land and if it's even really worth it, I want to go through some of the insights on my account. So these are pretty much just all the properties that I've purchased so far, and they're split up into different tiles. So for example, I have a couple tiles in Stanford, a couple in Sorrento. So you can see there's a bought for section and then a current value section. So this is how much I actually bought it for. So for example, I bought a spot in Guatemala for $11. I bought 56 tiles for $11. Now the price of tiles in Guatemala has went up about 40%, meaning that my overall purchase right here in Guatemala is now worth $15.46. So I pretty much made 40% back on my investment right here. So I did this a bunch of different times, and I think Mexico, oh yeah, Mexico did really well. Over here, 15 tiles in Mexico, over 100% increase. Oh wow, and this tile actually went crazy, 135%. So you can see that earlier today, and this is January 2nd when I'm recording this, pretty much I bought 32 tiles in Dallas, Texas, and I bought 32 tiles for $333. That means that I bought each of those tiles for $10 to $11. But the thing is, right now, the value of the United States is $23 a tile. So how the heck did I do that? Now this was an amazing trade that I was able to find in the marketplace. marketplace. So we're gonna go over it more in depth later, but pretty much on the marketplace, you can get crazy trades just like this. There's gonna be people that bought land a long time ago and they just wanna take their profits. They just wanna get rid of it. So they'll put it at a crazy discount on the marketplace, and only those people who are sitting there waiting for it, sniping, and just trading on the marketplace will be able to find these deals. I guarantee that if I resold this right now, I could probably sell it for at least $500 to $700 within a couple hours. That's a profit right there, but honestly, I'm just gonna keep these tiles. They're worth a lot. They're on a skyscraper in Dallas, meaning it's a really high attraction spot. But as you guys can see, this is very profitable, and I only deposited $1,500 into this, and my net worth is now $2,800. It's been going pretty well, and the trading on the marketplace has been killing it. Before I show you guys how to trade on the marketplace, this is just my profile right here. For some reason it's glitchy. I don't know why it's not like showing up all my properties for some reason, but the main reason I came here was to show you guys I have about 1,300 tiles, net worth of $2,891, and since I started, my property value has increased by $1,000. So for everyone asking, how do you have 2,900 if you only deposited 1,500 and you've went up 1,000? That should be about 2,500. This is a really cool way that you guys can start making money for free, which I talked about earlier. If you want to start investing for free on Earth 2, this is what you got to do. Start giving people your promo code. That's why I said comment your promo code down below, because I'm even going to be using some of your promo codes. Since you guys will be using my promo code, I'm going to use some of yours down below. So make sure you comment it, and it ties into what I'm about to show you. So right here, these are just promo codes, right? These are the amounts of money that my account's been making just from people using the promo code. So all you have to do is share this with your friends and family, and every single time they use your promo code and purchase land, you're gonna get a piece of that. Use that code. That's how you guys can make a ton of money on Earth 2, and you can start reinvesting that money in order to buy land. All right, so we're on the marketplace, and this is pretty much what it looks like. So people are putting up all their different land for sale, and you can purchase this land right now for a discount, and honestly, oh my gosh, there's actually a lot. Holy moly. So before we purchase, we need to look out for different types of scams. So how do you spot a scam? Let's go to here, right? This is the country statistics, and it's going to show you the most popular countries at the moment. So the United States is #1 at the moment. So if you see anything from the United States inside of marketplace, it's a very credible and a great buy, meaning you can't really scam with the US on top of France, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy. But sometimes what will happen is people will boost, right? There's these scammers that will somehow figure out a way to boost up a certain country. For example, Bolivia, that's happening to it right now. So it only has 86,000 tiles bought, but for some reason it's in the top 5. So people are pretty much boosting Bolivia right now. Then they're gonna go onto the marketplace, list it as like a huge discount in Bolivia, and then once the devs fix it and they see that people are scamming, they're gonna bring Bolivia right back down to where it should be, and then everyone that bought in is going to be scammed. There's gonna be a few different places where you wanna purchase land. Now, the first being main attraction spots, places with really high foot traffic, meaning a lot of people will go there in real life. But once the full game comes out and you can actually go move around in the virtual game and all that, all the main attraction spots where people live in real life, that's most likely where people are going to go in the game. And on top of that, people have already been purchasing land in those spots, meaning they're most likely going to live where their land is. So anyways, where should you be buying it? Well, high foot traffic spots, cities, casinos, airports, monuments, attractions like Disneyland, stuff like that. All right, we have went into Boston now, and here's just a few examples of places that people are buying. So you can see right here, I believe this is the Boston City Hall, and someone has already secured that, the entire thing. People are securing parks, stuff like that. So that's one way to purchase, the main attraction spots. And number 2, you want to be going for places with valuable resources. So for example, you want to be purchasing gold mines, where gold would be in real life. I know there's a lot of natural resources down in South Africa, so if you purchase down in South Africa, that's also amazing. I have a pretty big spot down in South Africa, but honestly, just do your own research, figure out where like gold, silver, diamonds, anything in real life, where they would be, and then go and find that spot, and hopefully you can also purchase it. And that's because once the game is released, they're gonna have resources in it, they're gonna have so many different things, and I think it actually talks about it right here. Yeah, Phase 2, resources. Resources will be available in the first half of 2021 at the earliest possible point. It'll involve the ability for virtual land to begin generating different types of resources, so these will be vital for building and economic purposes. Do your research for where the resources are located on the world, but pretty much I got a lot of South Africa. South Africa Africa is rich, super freaking rich, along with China too. China's really big, so I have a lot of spots in those two areas. Moving on, where is the last place that you should be buying land? And that's going to be spots that are very popular in real life, almost like vacation spots in places with really interesting terrain. So I bought some spots in Bora Bora because Bora Bora is just beautiful. It's where I've always wanted to live. Yanuka. Let's say that you purchase some of Yanuka. This is because in the game, let's say you want to build a house, right? Once the game comes out. I don't know about you, but I want to build away from society. I don't want anyone to be near me. And if I want to go back to society, I'm going to take a plane. But the main point is find a spot where you can call your home so that when the game comes out, you have somewhere just to go to that you're comfortable with. It should have some type of interesting terrain. So I love islands, so like beaches, sand, stuff like that. Mountains are also great. If you saw the last video, I also bought a part of Mount Everest because that's just interesting terrain. It's not flat land, and once the real game comes out, I want to have as many options as possible in order to build on. So the main thing is just diversify your profile. You don't want to have everything in South Africa or everything in the United States. You want to get a little bit of everything. That way, when the game comes out, you actually have more than just one location for tiles. And on top of that, you can diversify your income as a whole. So if you're new around here, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Use this promo code if you guys really want to buy land for 5% off discount. And I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully soon. Peace.